things arrived. Okay. Thank God. I've been stressed about this food bag. Good morning. Welcome to day 9 on the Appalachian Trail. I'm feeling a lot better this morning compared to last night. Last night was a little hard. I think I was tired. I wasn't expecting to be dealing with my bear hang so late, and I did not eat enough food yesterday. So I got a really good night's sleep. I mostly slept through the night. I only woke up a couple times to probably some mice outside of my tent. I was so grateful to have a food bag this morning. I was just really stressed about that. I had a couple dreams actually about losing my food. I was talking with some other hikers this morning about that, and one guy was like, "You're carrying a lot of fear with you. Like, worst case scenario, you're hiking with a bunch of not nice hikers." He used a different word than that. And they don't give you any food, but that's really unlikely. Like, we're all out here for each other, and so even if you would have lost your food, we would have made sure that you were fueled up at least to get to the road. And that's so true. I just yesterday was thinking about worst case scenario. I can't hang my food, or I do lose my food. What do I do? I'm gonna be hiking almost 12 miles back to the road I just came from without any fuel, and so I was pretty stressed about that, and not thinking about the fact that there are people out here who are willing to help you. And I know that's something I'm gonna have to learn on this journey. I have a really hard time accepting help from other people. It's something I've just always struggled with, but I know when you do things like this, people are so willing to help, and sometimes you really need that help. And I've just got to learn to say yes and be willing to ask for it. And so in a scenario like that, I'm stressed about losing my food. That is a good reminder. It's really not the end of the world. It's not great if it happens, but it doesn't have to be so catastrophic. So that's something I'm going to think about today while I hike. It's supposed to be a much easier day today. I'm really looking forward to that. I am doing a lot more miles. I think I'm doing 16.4 or 16.8, but it's like 2,000 feet of elevation all day gain. So we love that. Should be pretty flat. I think the next couple of miles are going to be really flat. So that's a great way to start the day. And once again, trying to start at a little bit of a slower pace to let my knee and my ankle catch up to me. Trying to listen to my body, not push myself too hard. It was really cold last night. Last night was definitely the coldest night so far. I had to sleep in my puffy all night, and I was warm because I had my puffy on. I fully buttoned up my quilts in the back, so it was kind of like a sleeping bag, and so no air was getting in. I had my socks and my leggings and everything, so I felt good. I was a great temperature, but I could not leave my sleeping bag basically if I wanted to stay comfortable. The air was cold for sure. And even this morning has been really cold. Couldn't really feel my fingers while I was making breakfast and packing my bag, and hiking right now is a little chilly too. but I know I'll warm up soon. A little view between the trees. That's fun. I haven't had to walk over a single log in all 9 days I've been out here. This looks pretty recently cut. So thanks to whoever's doing that. Pretty sure I've only had to go under fallen trees so far. That's pretty awesome. Somebody's on it this year. Look at these 3 trees that have just rooted over rock. Like, that's mostly rock. They don't look like they're doing too great. It is 9:30 a.m. I'm like 2.6 miles into my day, and it's been really easy hiking, which I've enjoyed. And I think what I'm gonna do is go to the Standing Indian shelter and have lunch there. I'm gonna stop there for lunch, see what could have been, because this is the shelter I was trying to get to yesterday. I'm really glad I didn't do this hike last night, and I listened to my body. I can't even imagine how I would have felt this morning if I would have hiked another 5 miles and 1,000 feet. So I made the right choice. And we can still go and check it out. So, I got my sun hoodie tucked out so I can hear what's around me. I definitely got my blister going downhill because that's when the blister hurts. So I have to go really slow and be really intentional about like making sure that I'm spreading my foot and my toes with each step. So I think that one day when I was rushing to get to Diggs Creek Gap, I was just rushing down the hills a little too fast and my skin couldn't handle it. It's definitely the downhill though. I told the bears good morning. Don't worry. I think they're having a good morning. It's beautiful outside, and I think it's supposed to be beautiful all day. It's gonna be like 63 is the high, so that's perfect hiking weather. The sun will be out. I've been really lucky so far, and I appreciate it a whole lot. And so do the bears. Is Deep Gap. Still kind of weird to see cars. Who is going down there for water? No. It is pretty dry in this section from Muskrat Creek to Standing Indian Shelter, but there should be water here soon as I get closer to the shelter. I would not go into that steep little chute. No way. Yeah, this water source was like it was like 50 steps from that last weird bridge source. And this is right on the trail. Also, it's the tiniest snail I've ever seen in there. It's so cute. Christina, this is for you. This is a standing Indian shelter. Looks almost exactly like the last one. Here's lunch today. It's just these beef stick and cheese sticks on a tortilla. I just wrap it up and eat it. It's an easy 270 calories. I'm gonna have 2 of these, some cherries to hopefully help with the inflammation in my ankle, because I think that's might be what's going on, and then a watermelon element. Yummy. This is even better with pickles or olives, but I don't have any. Every time you leave a shelter or something like this and pack up your stuff, you just gotta turn around and look one more time to make sure you didn't forget anything. Sometimes I do forget something. Usually these. So always look back before you fully walk away. Wow. I feel like I remember seeing this lake, the bottom trekking pole, sorry I have 2. This lake from a different perspective. I'm sure I did. That's crazy. I've just been going up and over all of these, and it feels like it. I'm on Standing Indian Mountain right now, and the views as you walk on the trail are just incredible. It's like all these trees, I think they're budding, they're just like late, so I actually get a view through them. And so just on my left the whole time there's been a view. It's such a clear day too. The trail finally has like returned to packed dirt and mulch, and I'm so happy about that, because for a while it's been pretty rocky, not super rocky, but just like this, you know? So it's running into that again, right as I said, oh thank God it's flat. Like maneuvering around the rocks is really irritating my left ankle. I don't know if I've rolled both of my ankles a couple times, but it never hurt anytime I rolled it. It just like happened, and I had a scare every time of like, oh, that could have been really bad. Thank God it wasn't. But now I'm wondering if maybe one of the times I rolled my left ankle, it was worse than I thought, and then I've been putting miles on it, and so now it's really irritated. And so today, I'm really struggling on it actually. It's not to the point of pain, but I feel like I should not be walking on my ankle, and that is really unfortunate because I'm like 22 miles from Franklin. That's the next town that I can get to. So, I mean, I have to get there, otherwise it's going backwards 11 plus 7. So I'd rather just do a couple more in the direction I'm actually trying to go. I'm just trying to walk a little bit slower, because the slower I walk, the less irritated my ankle feels. It's mostly when I try to speed up. But now I'm wondering if I should take a 0 in Franklin to rest my ankle. I know you're watching this and being like, yeah! But the problem is I was really hoping to get to a certain town by a certain date, and that required me to kind of hit milestones at certain times, and if I take a 0 in Franklin, it means to keep my plan, I can't 0 in, I don't know the town, but it's near the NOC, which is what I was planning to do because that's right before the Smokies. I wanted to zero before the Smokies. Basically, I only have time for 1 0 to meet the schedule that I was hoping to meet. And now I have to figure out if it's possible for me to change the schedule. I'm sure it is, it's just I need service and time to sit down and plan that out. It's just a bummer, and I don't want to make it worse. I definitely don't want to keep walking on it and let it get to the point that I can't hike at all anymore. So I know I should rest it. I don't know. I thought that I would be fine handling the mileage that I've tackled so far. But of course, there's always things you just can't control. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. But I'm trying to just focus on enjoying this beautiful view to my left and not think too hard about my ankle, just walk slower, because the more I think about it, I feel like the more it hurts. And there's literally nothing I can do about it right now. It is really pretty up here, at least. I'm so happy I'm getting views and a nice clear day. See, if I was a bear, this is exactly the environment that I would be living in. And I know they're here because I can see their poop. And so it's just been like brush like this, thick brush on either side of the trail for so long. And so I am just singing to myself out loud because I've passed a single person and he's a day hiker behind me. And besides that, everybody else from my camp is behind me. And the people that I know that are in front of me are way in front of me. So I'm just trying to do whatever I can to make noise and make my presence known. Don't mind my hood, I just want to be able to hear. Yeah, I kind of don't want to be on Standing Indian Mountain anymore. But I'm having fun singing to myself and seeing what songs come to mind. I will say the song of the hike so far has been Pink Pony Club. Whenever I don't know what to sing or what to say, that's what I default to. I just start singing Pink Pony Club. See what I mean? And there's birds moving through the bushes too. And it's really throwing me off. Because I'm like, should I not be here? Or can I move? Oh, see, it's a bird. I spoke too soon earlier, but I haven't had to do that much, so that's alright. Seems like I'm working my way down Standing Indian right now, and then the map looks like it's going to be pretty flat for a while, so I'm happy about that. More bear poop. It's all like, none of it's been fresh up here, so that's good. Though something smells kind of bad right here. Sorry, bear. Sorry, y'all. This feels like a more negative day, I guess. I feel like I'm complaining a lot. And it's kind of weird to complain on such a nice day. But also, it's just the truth. It's how I'm feeling. I feel like even though Christina left 5 days ago, this feels like the first day that I'm like actually on my own. I've been hiking 4 hours and haven't seen a single person that's like backpacking. So I'm just alone on the trail, and I'm probably gonna be alone at camp tonight. I don't know that this is like a common place for people to camp. Yeah, I don't know. It's my first day that it feels like, yeah, I'm alone this time. There's not really anything to distract me from it, I guess. Like, there's not people to distract me from it. So, it's just a little weird. Here's something good from today. I have hiked 12 miles and I feel great. I feel like I can keep hiking, which is awesome because every other day when I've gotten to around mile 11 or 12, I'm just done for the day, and if I have to hike any farther, I'm struggling. Sometimes, usually really I'm struggling around mile 10 because I've mostly been doing like 11, 12 mile days. And so it's like that last mile I'm dragging. But I feel great today. So that's good, despite the ankle stuff. I made it to Coleman Gap. Woohoo! Well, I'm at 12 miles, so I have like 4.5 left. And that feels totally doable. So I'm getting stronger. That's really exciting. Also, my ankle still feels funny, but what's really interesting is I did end up seeing somebody finally about 30 minutes ago. Somebody that I know that I caught up to. And you know, it's interesting. All the things I was worried about and all the things that were hurting. Oh my god, I can't walk. That's also why I think my ankle hurts, is because I trip on my left foot. Like, it's always my left foot. So I saw somebody, and then everything was suddenly better. I was like, oh, suddenly I feel okay again. Suddenly I'm not as afraid of the bears. And all of a sudden, I don't even notice my ankle anymore. I just... the brain is kind of crazy. And, yeah, now I'm like, okay, I can do, I think it's 4 more days before I would get a 0. That was the original plan, was to take a 0 in about 4 days. And now I'm like, okay, I can do that. Maybe I'm just feeling a little extra good right now, and I'll make the decision tomorrow because I have to hike into Franklin no matter what. And so pretty much I'll just see how I feel when I get to Franklin, if I think I need a break or not. But it's just so funny how just feeling slightly less alone fixes everything. So I guess that's another thing for me to think about while I walk. Okay, we actually got a really clear view. Oh yeah, it just opens up for us. Oh my god. Nice. I think this is home for the night. This is where I'm at. I got to camp. I immediately put out my tent and my footprint to dry off because they were a little wet from actually several days ago, and I didn't realize it, and then I put it out last night and I just needed to sleep on it, so I slept on it wet. But it's almost dry. I went and got water at the creek. It's actually quite the trek down this path. So hopefully I don't have to do that again while I'm here. It was maybe like a 1/4 mile max. It wasn't horrible, but I just walked my biggest day yet at 16 something miles, so I didn't want to do the extra little bit to the water, but I did because I need to make dinner and brush my teeth, and I kind of want to give myself like a little bird bath and stuff, so I want to spend as little time on my ankle as possible. Oh, and when I was at the creek getting water, I soaked my ankle in the water because it was like ice cold. Right now my go-to are these Nora meals, and I put 2 chicken packets. So I'm gonna try the lemon pepper with Alfredo. Put it all in here. It doesn't look good, but when you've hiked 17 miles, it's good. I have dessert, and I'm drinking my vegetables. It is the end of day 9. I'm cuddled up in my tent, and first night fully solo camping. I don't know anybody at this campground. I'm not near anybody else. My tent is kind of tucked away, so this is kind of my first time ever camping like this, ever, and I had a really good evening while the sun is out, making dinner, and I gave myself a little bird bath, washed my face, and I feel nice and fresh. I had a pretty long day today. It's my biggest day yet. I did 16.4 miles from the Muskrat Creek shelter to Betty Creek Gap, which is where I am now. I have another 16-mile day tomorrow to look forward to, but it'll get broken up by a town trip, so hopefully that will make it feel less daunting and not more daunting. Yeah, theme of the day was bears and feeling lonely, I guess. I'm feeling a lot better about it now as I tuck into sleep. I think I'm gonna get a really good night's sleep, so I won't even have time to think about the fact that I'm camped out here by myself. It's a very peaceful campground. There's like no one here. There's 2 other groups. It's a really quiet night, really chill night. I'm in bed by 7, hoping to get a really early start tomorrow morning. So, we'll see if I can meet my goals for tomorrow, but I will talk about those goals tomorrow, and I will see you then. Good night.